Hey, Cancer people. So I feel like y'all dealing with a situation where somebody's trying to blame y'all for something or peeing something on you. Um, I kept hearing this braid my hair song. You know, they when you look at me, I know you see a 15-year-old. But I don't know. It's not not that part of importance. It's the part where somebody has a lot of it's hard work, and sometimes I just want to go home and tell my girl to braid my hair. That's a metaphor for somebody having to put so much work and energy into the world, and they just want to return back to the place that is peace, right? So I don't know who that's for, who that's about, but we're gonna get into it. Okay. God, universe, angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Thank you for the messages. Thank you for the blessings. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you for all that you do for me in the collective. Please bless this reading. Only allow energy of higher vibrations to enter. Lower vibrations are not welcome here. So what do we have for the Cancer people? What's the message? Communication. Some people always want to call me when I get to the reading. Like, I'm busy. I ain't answering. Communication. Again, this card is tricky. I said this in the last couple of readings that it came out in, but even though this card says communication, this lady, one of the ladies is holding her finger up to her mouth like she ain't saying shit, and the other one is covering her ear like she ain't trying to hear shit. So, but it's one ear open. So this could be a group thing. Loss, lover. I mean, loved one or lover. So somebody took some kind of loss, or they are the loss that was taken. They don't want to talk. Spotlight. Somebody could be in the spotlight or going somewhere famous. Yeah, I'm very busy. Yeah, somebody who's busy. They got a lot of work to do. It's hard work, and sometimes I just wanna go home and tell my girl to braid my hair. That's where the love is, where the heart is, in the glass. Somebody, it feels like somebody saying you're their peace. Bankrupt, self-love, new man. I'm my own boss. Huh. So somebody could have took a loss, and then before they got into this whole self-love journey, but then some type of new man is approaching. Well, let's just see what's going on here. Communication. Is the communication though? I'm like, I don't know. We can't be sure yet. Communication. Why is that here for the Cancer? Tell me about communication. Three of Swords. Ooh, you don't want to hear this. Shit, somebody's trying to communicate to you, but you don't want to hear it. Could be an air sign. It's all sorts. This is somebody got you in your mind. Somebody's trying to talk, but I don't feel like you talking. This is somebody who broke your heart painfully with the Ten of Swords. They possibly had a choice between you and another person, but this is somebody who keeps you trapped in your mind. You decided to go focus on something new, something honest, something triumphant. This is somebody else. What's going on with all these swords, Spirit? The Seven of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. The Seven of Cups. And the Four of Swords. See, you retreated from somebody. You got options. And this person, somebody from the past, is trying to come back and bring in some type of balance. Trying to take a leap of faith. But this is what they see it as, taking a leap of faith towards the Empress. But I don't feel like one person is trying to hear that, or trying to talk, or trying to hear nothing. I feel like the person is trying to communicate already took the loss. Six of Pentacles. Somebody could be dealing with a Gemini. It could be a Libra. Could be a Pisces. You don't trust somebody. You feel like they're a liar. You feel like they keep secrets. You feel like you're making a final judgment call to be probably look like you better off on your own. Your intuition might be urging you to give it a second chance. But you don't trust this person. Lover's reverse. The Fool card. And that's why it makes it a leap of faith. But I don't think that's your plan. See, since you don't trust it, it would be a leap of faith. But it looks like you're moving far away from that leap of faith to find balance on your own. Some of you could move that way. But some of y'all gonna look at it like you better off on your own, and you can start a beginning like this. The loss is already taken. Something about loss. The Five of Wands. It's getting more and more beat up. This is ego, competition, fighting. There's some type of fight or competing happening, but I do feel like somebody will be victorious over it. And at the same token, it seemed like it just brought in a stagnation and a resistance. Somebody's dropping it as a burden and moving on. Hey, greater good, thank you. Somebody's done with this, whatever it is. The Emperor. Somebody's done with the Emperor. Or the Emperor is done with somebody, but the Emperor is standing next to a burden. Somebody's seeing the Emperor as a burden. And they put him down so that they can be happy, so that they can be abundant. This is somebody who feels like the spotlight is on them, or it will be, or they got some type of plans in their life and they can't afford to be held back. Or they feel like that the spotlight was shown and they realize that a lesson was learned. And they're ready to go out and start fresh with their lessons that they learned. Somebody could be looking at some new love. Cancer masculine, or you trying to apologize to somebody after you learned the lesson. But this person is looking at you like they better off on their own. Every time you reach out, they talking about they busy. Every time somebody reach out to you, Cancer, you talking about you busy. Somebody too busy. You really ain't busy. You probably busy, but you ain't that busy that you can't pick up, but you don't want to be available. And that's the thing. The Hermit. The King of Swords. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. To the Queen of Cups. Somebody's about to learn a lesson when it comes to you, or if they haven't already, they about to. I feel like it's a King of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. He learning a lesson when it comes to betraying the Queen of Cups. Talking about the Five of Swords. The Eight of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, the Death card. Six of Swords. The Knight of Cups. The Ace of Swords. Somebody's going to come and say, hey, I want to put the work into going in a union or fix this. I want to give you some love. I want to find the balance, but I don't think you're going to trust this person. The Death card. Six of Swords. Getting in the calmer waters away from it. I feel like it's something in the spotlight that's already been shown about this person that you can't unsee. Something that won't allow you to put your guard down. You're real defensive. What's going on here? Oh, a child outside the relationship. Somebody could have made a child outside the relationship. Somebody's addictions could have affected their health. So they could have made more than just a child. Protection needed. Look. side chick slash side dude. So somebody's addictions have put them in a tight situation. Tell me about this addictions. Could be this Libra, Aquarius, Gemini person. Yep, look. He coming out again, the King of Swords. And his ego. And the Knight of Pentacles. This is something that he's been doing for a while. Repetitive. Something that needs to come to an end for healing to take place. Something that could be depleting his health. Tell me about the health card. Ace of Cups. The Page of Cups. The Magician. Somebody could be manifesting something here with a person that they can't quite trust. Seven of Swords to the Queen of Swords. Mental manipulation. Needing to restrict, but somebody's putting the work in. They're going to learn something. Hangman. They'll be held up, stagnated. Something to be blocked or restricted for them. And because they're going to need to be held up to see things from another perspective, because it looks like right now they lack the perspective that they need to get the healing. But the Sun is going to come through and tell them the truth that they need. Tell me about the Sun card. Yeah, whoever this is blaming you for something, they about to find the motherfucking truth. And guess what? They're going to put the burdens down and close the cycle out. Could be the King of Cups. They're going to find out some type of something that breaks their heart or hurts their feelings. Tell me about the child outside of the relationship. Yeah, somebody had a third party going on and overindulging, doing too much partying, bringing in a tower moment, and the whole reason why somebody's moving on. A whole ending to what's supposed to make them happy. Tower. Somebody could be dealing with a Capricorn. The Queen of Wands. See, somebody try to find a balance with somebody. Somebody from the past. But I do feel like they're in a relationship with you, though. Or somebody's in a relationship trying to still reach out to the past person or something like that. Something's going to come out. And it's going to release somebody from some type of entrapment. Whether it's prison, whether it's in your mind, whether it's scared, whatever it is, you're trapped. It's going to free you. With the Six of Swords energy to the Ace of Pentacles. The Star to the Nine of Swords. It brings in healing and hope. Wish fulfillment. Destiny. A sudden change of events that a person don't see coming. Tell me about this. I am very busy. Ten of Pentacles. Five of Swords with the Empress. She might be busy working on her riches. Excuse me, but she ain't too busy to talk to you. She just don't want to. Somebody's trying to apologize. Could be a Taurus for the heartbreak, but she ain't trying to hear it. Five of Swords. She don't trust you in her kingdom. You might fuck something up. I'm sorry. Her words, not mine. But shit, it is what it is. King of Wands. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Wrong person. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. That would have been air. This is fire. Okay. See, somebody don't trust this fire sign person who retreated and moved away. They got the truth about this person. And because of that truth, they can't unsee it. It changed their whole perspective of when they looking at this person now. All they see is disappointment and confusion, and I don't trust you. Seven of Swords. The Fool card. So somebody done learned their lesson, and they trying to take a leap of faith towards you, and it's still, I don't trust you. Don't leap over here. I ain't got no trust. Not to give you. Yeah. The Moon. Yeah, you just don't know what could happen. This person don't know how you going to take it, but they don't want to miss out on the opportunity. Well, they're going to find out shortly how you take it. Moon card to the Four of Cups. Two of Wands. Choices, movements, and decisions. Judgment, reverse. Somebody could be reversing a decision. You might reverse your decision. Somebody's reversing the decision or changing their mind here to make choices, movements, and decisions to change their mind and follow their intuition. Talking about the High Priestess. The Emperor. He's following his intuition to be victorious in this path, in this journey that he's supposed to embark upon. But he's confused and disappointed on how, excuse me, this person ain't got a lot to say. They ain't talking up. He's confused and disappointed or regrets and not knowing, not sure how it's going to be taken when it's presented to you. But that's what he's coming to tell you. He's coming to talk about love. Love that you might or might not want. But I don't know, it can't be in this energy of somebody blaming you for something. And for some of you, whoever blamed you for something, I feel like they got it wrong, or they looked at you. I don't know what the fuck this energy is of the blaming. But I feel like they blamed you, but it wasn't you. Or they blamed the wrong person, or they got the wrong information, or it's something here. But I feel like that's why this person, for some of you, this person's returning, because they realized they was wrong, or they got it wrong, the facts was wrong, the blame was wrong, something like that. Tell me about love. Why is this here for the Cancer people? Now this person want to come have love. Maybe because they misjudged you in the first place. There's a new perspective right there with the page of Swords. See, now somebody has a perspective about this Empress. A perspective that they didn't have at first. So they got a perspective, but they're not very hopeful and they don't believe in themselves that much. Tell me about this Page of Swords. But they did get the new perspective. And the new perspective is the change, the game changer. See, somebody's holding back from something that could be real abundant here with the Ten of Pentacles. They holding back from a leap of faith that's supposed to change their life for better. And it's all because they don't have any faith. They don't have any belief in themselves. Tell me about the Empress. Yeah, but they see her as worth the risk. But they don't see themselves as worth it. Queen of Wands to the Page of Pentacles. They do want to offer you something, though, because they feel like you're getting away. They feel like you're walking away and it's just going to be over. And they just don't know if they're ready to put the burdens down to this connection. I don't think they... I feel like they know they ain't ready to do that. Who's the Queen of Wands? The Temperance, the Eight of Swords. Is that Sagittarius energy? With the Knight of Wands. What's the Knight of Wands? Somebody being trapped in their mind by in and out energy. Nine of Cups to the Seven of Pentacles to the Hangman. Somebody wants to bring in the justice for leaving somebody out in the cold. They would left them out in the cold while they be in and out. And indulge in whatever type of fun that they had. But see, once they look back on them and look back on it with this new perspective, it makes them feel a little bit different. Which brings them to the justice of the Five of Pentacles. Ooh, bless me. The Knight of Pentacles. This is somebody who took a while. The Emperor. Yeah, the Emperor with the justice for the Five of Pentacles. Because he want to make choices, movements, and decisions to not miss out on the opportunity after some lesson. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles. He left the union out. But I feel like it was because he blamed you for something that really wasn't your fault, or something that you really didn't do. Because people get tricky around this bitch. You got to be careful who you believe and who you're listening to. The Knight of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody either offered their love to somebody else, or they was playing it like they better off on their own and trying to invest in you. Like you wasn't going to be worth the risk or something, but it really was their own fears. This person was their own demise is what I'm hearing when it came to this connection, when it came to this happiness. They could have been happy, but I think they dealing with some type of Five of Cups energy. Still holding on to disappointment from the past. Bringing in anxiety in the tower that they now facing or sitting in. Trying to move past or moving past. There's the King of Swords again. Somebody could be dealing with a Leo. But somebody's getting the heartbreak back that they gave out. I guess that's the lesson of it all. King of Pentacles down here. Trying to move away from the choppy waters and the Five of Swords. Trying to get to the Six. I guess in the Six is where he got emotions to display. Tell me about the Tower. One more. I feel like the Tower for this person is how you secretly moved the fuck away from them and quickly. I feel like you didn't say nothing. You just exited stage left. You didn't say, maybe you said bye, but maybe you always say bye or something. I don't know. But this person feels like, I don't know. You moved away from them. It happened fast and you didn't say much. Especially if you're dealing with this earth sign. It's not your business if I decide to date out my race and feeling trapped. You know, a lot of times I'll be feeling like, even though it says not your business if I decide to date out my race, and that could be the case for people, but I feel like the race is let's expand it a little bit, because let's just call it nationality, right? Because that could make it more broad. Say if a motherfucker want to date outside their religion, they can do that. If they want to date outside their race, they can do that. If they want to date outside their background of upbringing, they can do that. If you didn't be raised like I was raised, I can still date you. If you're not the same color as me, I can still date you. Somebody's gonna do what the fuck they want to do, and they're not gonna care about the opinions of others. Hey. You left the Capricorn? I only date outside my race. Hey. And nobody can tell you you can't. You can have your own preferences. The fuck? And somebody say, bestie, know your worth. You deserve better. Feeling trapped. See, somebody's feeling trapped by the opinions of the next motherfuckers, though. And they breaking free. Like, fuck you. I'm going to do what I want to do. And they celebrating it, too. As you should. Nobody, at the end of the day, this is your life. Your one life you get to live. Don't let nobody live it for you. Because you'll find yourself unhappy. Somebody dealing with an old pervy-ass friend around. Somebody got a little friend that they don't, not a little friend, but it's a little friend of your little friend. Or say it's a friend of your man. And you know, it says, I don't trust him or her when you're not around. It's somebody you ain't trusting because there's somebody weird. Somebody that you guarded to for whatever reason. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. Somebody's guarded towards somebody trying to get forgiveness from them. Somebody's a long distance relationship. It says you're worth every mile between us, and if the space or the distance between you is not physical, then it's energetic. And that means somebody's going to be working hard and healing hard energetically to get back here to you, to try to get your forgiveness. Somebody got a lot of memories of you. It says sometimes memories sneak out of my eyes and roll down my cheeks. And seeking. Look, somebody keeping an eye on you. Serial stalker and seeking. Somebody's watching. They looking, seeking some type of information. Somebody could be looking into your background, trying to find something on you. And then we got good news. And betrayal. So somebody could have got some news about being betrayed, and for you that's good. Okay, is that number important? I know 6 is about balance, but you know everybody come with their own numbers that they resonate with from the universe. Yeah, I feel like somebody's been not too happy or displeased. That's the word I should use. With some type of situation that's been taking place. They may have not received the type of reward or recognition that they feel like they deserve. But I do feel like with this good news energy, that's some type of messages you're going to receive. Yeah, end is 10. And 13 equals to 4. That's stability. Because when you break it down, it can only be one number. in numerology. 4 is about stability and firm foundations, all that good stuff, the house, the home life. So somebody's learned a lesson here, though. I don't know if the lesson was for you or this person when it came to you. But I do feel like for a while, this is a situation that you feel trapped in for a while. Now I'm speaking to other people who may have finally just got the strength and the courage to say, I'm choosing me, right? This is a situation you felt trapped in for a while, maybe because you feel like you're dealing with your twin flame. But then you got to the point to where, whether this was your bestie telling you or your higher self telling you that you know your worth and we can't stay trapped in this situation no longer. It's time to go. It's time to get up. Could have actually been a friend. Knight of Swords. And whether it was a friend or you knew that it was the truth. Oh, okay. That's all right. We make mistakes, you know. We in human form. Getting in alignment, having the truth, feeling inspired. So whatever this is, it was kind of a pick-me-up. You feel good to break free. And now you're in a situation where you're restricting yourself from the person who broke your heart, which is this King of Swords or other kings for somebody else. Yeah, he might be wanting to offer you this love, but I feel like right now you diving in, you in a cup of self-love, and it feels good. Yeah, it feels good. All right, then, girl, because the contract's too toxic for you at this time. Especially somebody feeling that way if they're dealing with a Cancer masculine. They're guarded to you because they feel like you betrayed them. So they're going into calmer waters. You know it's fucked up, because I know this feeling too, but it's fucked up when you got a twin flame and all you want in your heart and soul is to get into union, but don't nothing feel better than staying the fuck away from your twin flame. Ain't that shitty? Oh, okay. I'm like, I don't know what the numbers are for the signs, but I just know, like, what they revolve around for the numerology. I didn't even know it had signs, had numbers, and you learn something new every day. But I don't be really, shit just happens to fly through the knowledge the more you get into stuff like this, because I'm not really an astrologist. I'm not, you know. Yeah. That's odd because the Cancer and the Capricorn should work perfectly. They the opposite signs. So don't nobody fit better with a Cancer than a Capricorn. But trying to get that accomplished is the hard part. See, I bet a lot of Cancer people have a Capricorn twin. That's normally how your twin goes. It be your opposite sign. The person that is exactly like you but opposite enough to attract. Because that's how y'all mirror. That's how you can put that mirror up and you look at your twin flame and see yourself. Because it really just point out all the flaws and shit that you need to fix about yourself. And that's what makes you really not like your twin. But then when you get down to the nitty gritty, you like, damn, them is my behaviors that I got to get rid of. And that's what's the uncomfortable part about it. When you take an accountability and you're getting real honest with yourself and you don't get to blame your twin, but you only get to look at the part you played. You get to look at the accountability that belonged to you. Then you get to look like, damn, I thought this motherfucker was a monster, but he seems a little bit like me. That's the most humbling part for me. Shit, not really the most humbling, but one of the most humbling. Because, you know, everything you go through in life will change you a little bit. It might bury your old self. Or you might, shit, probably wasn't ever that person. A lot of times you don't really know who you are until you get to a certain age to where you start learning yourself and putting your energy into yourself. Then you get to learning yourself. Like, damn, I like this. I like that. Damn, I didn't even know. I've been too busy focused on this motherfucker's likes and wants and needs. And now I'm looking at my wants and likes and needs. And, excuse me, I can see all this stuff that I like and I didn't know I liked. Yeah, the spiritual journey is good to you. It's good to you in the most painful way. Yeah, let's just say that. That's a good, yeah, that's a good one. It's real good to you in the most painful way. Yeah, I like that for the journey. Because it hurts like hell. Not like hell. Sorry, Lord. I ain't mean it like that. So you got to be careful what you say. I don't know what hell feel like. And I don't want to find out either. So I can compare. I don't need to compare, but I'm just saying that to say That the journey ain't for the weak, okay? But all I know is you shouldn't give up. And just because you maybe decide that you don't want to do the twin flame, you don't want to keep trying to fix it, you don't want to kind of trying to keep reaching out, you don't want to keep trying to mend it, that don't make you a failure, and that don't make you giving up. When you, what all that happens is when you decide the twin flame ain't working for you no more, that he ain't producing or she ain't producing the love that you want, you take all that love that's supposed to be in that cup and you drink, you start sipping that shit yourself, right? So then you're still conquering. You're still getting the love you desire from yourself, realizing, damn, I didn't need you to love me any motherfucking way. Lessons. Then you start turning into this badass, like motherfuckers can't play you because you see everything, and you already know in the energy who to mingle and who to stay the fuck away from, and you listen to that shit. It ain't a day that goes by after you get on this journey that you don't listen to your intuition. It's going to tell you, sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. You'll be friends with a motherfucker for 15 years, and if your intuition say they got to go, then baby, you're not going to ask no questions. You're going to cut them off. You're going to be sad about it, but you're going to do what your intuition say. You might not even tell them. It might just be what you call a silent cutoff. I can't speak to you no more. My spirit has cut you off, and if my spirit don't rock with you, then how the fuck do I? It just don't work. Because your journey is about your soul, right? Your spirit. Not about your flesh or your heart or none of that fleshy shit. It's about your higher purpose. They don't give a fuck about letting people go. It's your flesh and your memories and your human version of yourself that cares about all that history shit that don't really matter. Because once you get to a certain part of the journey like me, where I'm at, I don't give a fuck about, and it sounds bad probably, I don't care about, just because we blood, that won't mean a fuck ass thing to me. Supposed to be this and supposed to, none of that matters to me. It used to mean everything to me. Like my children, they mean a lot to me, family. But I realized that just because you was labeled family with motherfuckers, that don't mean a fuck ass thing. They'll be just as karmic as the next motherfucker. And this is what is important for you to learn on the journey. It's important for you to learn that just because you love motherfuckers don't mean they ain't gonna have to get let go. Sometimes it might be your mama, sometimes it might be your brother, sometimes it might be whoever it's got to be to keep your peace. And they just got to go, It is what it is. Does it hurt? Yes. Does it suck? Yes. But did it protect you? Yes. Okay? I mean, sometimes, I'm sure we all been in that situation where we didn't listen to our intuition, forced the Lord to show us why we should have, and then realized, damn, my intuition told me that. I should have listened. I knew. Right? Boom. So that right there is enough for you to say, well, next time I'm going to listen. I don't give a fuck what that intuition is telling me to do. I'm doing it. Because if my intuition is telling me, it's the Lord telling me. If the Lord is telling me that he can see tomorrow, next week, next year, next 10 years, and I can't even see past tomorrow, I'm going to take that leap. I'm just saying. And that is how you build your relationship with the Lord. How y'all get tighter and tighter and tighter because you trusting more and more and more. You taking your faith, you putting it in your intuition, and you rolling with it. That's what they call having faith. Living by faith and not by sight. Which is odd because we preach it so much in church. Or people preach it so much in church. But nobody's really out here living by faith. Some people, though. But it'd be like, something's happening to me and I'm stressed out and I'm worried and I need to believe that I'm going to be okay because I got my faith. But then I'm stressing and I'm worried and I'm trying to figure it all out. See, I've been there too. And it's no judgment to nobody because we all got to maneuver to what we got to maneuver. But in the beginning, having faith is kind of impossible. It's something that we say but rarely ever use, right? Because it's not hard. It's not easy to just go out and believe in some shit that you can't see, right? But that's how you learn. Your intuition. Your intuition tell you something, you don't listen, you realize you should have. If you don't listen, it get greater. Yeah, you be like, damn, okay, I'm going to start listening to this intuition. So you try it. You listen to your intuition. Damn, it worked out for me. So you try it again on some bigger shit. You listen, damn, that shit really works out. So you realize you can trust your intuition. You build a bond. You realize that you have to have faith in your intuition in order to learn something. And whether people realize it or wrap their mind around it or not, your intuition is your direct relationship with the Lord. Right? Because I don't think everything else is you got to listen to the preacher tell you. You got to listen to this. You got to hear what other people say. Even in the Bible, you're listening to the next person tell you a story about how the Lord was. Right? Your intuition is going to connect you directly with him. And that's what you need, baby, because that is where you are saved. Directly connected to the Lord under his wing where he is sheltered you. Because by now on this journey, y'all know shit can get tricky and motherfuckers can get even trickier. They like to get magic and shit because they don't like that you was pronounced as an empress or emperor and do some little potion and shit. The fuck that got to do with me? The Lord did it, not me. If you got a problem with God's plan, then you need to talk to God's hand because he the one who did it. Hey, the sun card. People be taking it all out on you. Oh, that's the Empress bitch. I'm going to do a spell on her so she's stuck. Like, I didn't ask to be Empress. Please do not. You want to do a spell on somebody, try to do it to the Lord, and I doubt that's going to work for you. Okay? Because I didn't choose this position. It was chosen for me. That's what the point is. It was written in the stars. That means I didn't get to choose that shit. It was there long before me. The fuck? I'm innocent. Don't do magic on me. Anyways, I'm so protected. That shit'll bounce off of me and return back to you. And now you done fucked yourself. We live and we learn, right? But that's what I got for you, Cancer people. Somebody learned a major lesson here. I don't know if it was of magic, but they definitely learned. They definitely learned to follow their intuition. Anytime you present with the Two of Swords, present it. You can't see a fuck-ass thing, but you can feel it. So, you either going to go what you're used to, or you're going to go what your intuition tells you to do. Why? Because you can't see. Going what you're used to is the easy thing. But does that mean that it feels good? A motherfucker beating your ass every day could be something that you're used to because it's what you saw, it's what you brought up, it's now what you're a product of because it was your environment. But does that mean it feels good? Does that mean it's right? No. So familiarity is not always the way. Why? Because if it would be just because it's familiar don't mean it's good. Because if it's familiar and it hurts, baby, it's time for a transition. That's what a lot of us don't like in the end. Look, I'm gonna stop preaching and I'm gonna get out of here right after this. In the end, this is what a lot of us don't like when we know, like your body tell you, you just start getting irritated with your person that it's time to break up with. Your body start getting irritated. You mad at the way the motherfucker put the spoon in the sink. And that's your body telling you it's time to go. Right? You're just getting irritated because your body knows and tells you far before you ever get into the whole blow up now. Right? So if we don't listen, your focus, you have to listen to yourself. And if you got to be in tune with yourself to understand yourself and listen to yourself in the first place. So it's a process. Nobody gets any rules. Nobody gets any instructions or nothing. You just get the intuition and that's instruction enough. So I advise everybody to follow it. It's going to get you in a good place. Sometimes you ain't going to want to follow it, but follow it anyway. Okay? And then later, you'll be glad that you followed it. So, namaste. Have a great night. At the way he looked. No, for real. But didn't you later on realize that down the line that the whole reason you was mad at every little thing that he did, the reason it irritated you is because it was time to go. And you just didn't realize it yet with your mind, but your body already knew. Your body's always the first thing to know because your body's was in tune with the intuition. Right? That's the connected to the Lord. That's your little signs. You know how little baby say we got to pay attention to the signs. Signs and synchronicities. You'll get that little irritation. Next thing you know, you go on the radio and it say 222. That's a message to say, well, you're irritated. It don't feel good. You're uncomfortable. You got choices, movements, and decisions to do about it. What you're going to do. The universe won't even step in because guess what? I'm the type of person sitting there like, well, you ain't being right as a twin flame, but the Lord is going to handle this. The Lord wasn't gonna handle shit. The Lord was waiting on me to handle it because now it was a choice of me. It was a lesson to be learned, to be taught here. Are you gonna choose yourself or you gonna choose the motherfucker who keep making you feel uneasy? Boy. Then shit got sticky. Shit got tough because I still sat there waiting like, Lord, come on, I'm waiting on you. He like, no, you're not, because I'm waiting on you. And even when you know what you need to do, sometimes it's not easy to do it. So you prolong it, you procrastinate it, but then you finally get it done. And then you just be like, yeah, where my power at? I just reclaimed it. And it feels good. Yeah. All right, I'm out. It feels good. Thank you, Sabrina. I like that name, by the way. You normally see Sabrina, but not Zabrina. That's different. I like that. I named my daughter Zariah. All right, y'all have a great night. Thanks for watching. Be blessed. I'm going to come back, but I got to go get food first because I'm going to do all signs today. I'm doing it today. Okay, it's Friday. I don't know if we would do watching the weekend or it's going to be a you and them, but I'll think about it and I'll be back. Later.